Hello everyone, Carmine from New York here. This is photo class number 659. Before we begin, I want you to know that right now you can go into the description of this video, click on membership, and it's 99 cents to become a member of this photography channel. Also, in the comments, let me know your location. What country or state are you in? Thumbs up and subscribe. All right, let's get into this very important topic. I recently was amongst other photographers, my colleagues, and we're all photojournalists, and we were talking about what do we do when we're not working for different news organizations. So one fellow, he is specializes in portraits. Another one, he only does weddings on his off time. And as we spoke, they asked me, what do I do? And I says, well, I generally do landscape and street photography. And one of my colleagues said, ugh, I hate street photography. I never want to do street photography. I dislike street photography. Well, I started to wonder about his comment, and this is what I thought of. And this photograph up here from 100 years ago in New York City, Mulberry Street, is up there for a reason. It's the topic of this very important YouTube video. It involves you, everyone who is a photographer, who knows how to use their camera and knows how to capture images well. Here's what we're talking about. Even though you may dislike completely street photography, you want to do sunsets, sunrises, birds, you want to photograph animals in the fog, moose and deer and whatever. Yes, I love that stuff. But you must, as a photographer, give back to the unborn people that will one day wonder what their town looked like 100 years ago. We all know about historical photos, and we're pretty darn glad that they're around to see, wow, that's what life was like. Look, there's no cars, there's no buses, there were only horses and people walking by foot. Now, you might say, ugh, why in the world would I take street photos and clog up my hard drive, my memory cards, just to leave them in some kind of digital afterlife? No, you got that completely wrong, because you never asked me, a street photographer, exactly what really should be done with your street photographs. All right, pay attention. Many photographers, 99% of photographers, do not know that they can photograph their town, their city, print a 5x7 or larger, and on the back write a description of where the photograph was taken, the date, the time, your information, your name and address, and you submit them for free as a donation to the Library of Congress archival collection. They will determine if it should be part of the permanent collection, which may someday be on display. You can also take your photograph doing the same thing, print it, a 5x7 or larger, put a description on the back of where, when, the photograph was taken, the address, and your information, your name and address. And you can submit them to your local public library, the History and Archive Department. They are gladly accepted every single day. They don't buy them, you donate them. And then one day, a person who is not born yet, in 100 years, right, will look at the photograph, and it to them will be just like you are looking at this photo. Wow, look at this. People bought stuff from a cart. There was no refrigeration in the butcher shops. There's no buses. There's nothing. There's no motorized gas. This is so important. Now, I just want to read you a selection that I wrote years ago for when I taught a photography class about the importance of taking photographs of your local town, community, and city. Here it goes. It's very short. Stay with me. Have you ever stopped to think that one day the streets you walk every day may no longer exist as you know them? The neighborhood diner may close. The old movie theater may be torn down. The family-owned hardware store may become a luxury apartment building. Even the people who give your city its character will eventually be gone. As photographers, we don't just take pictures, we preserve history, whether you like it or not. Every time you press the shutter, you're creating a visual record that future generations may never have the chance to see for themselves. The ordinary moments we often ignore become priceless historical photographs of tomorrow. 50 years from now, 75 years from now, 100 years from now. You don't have to travel to Paris, Tokyo, or right here in New York City. To make meaningful photographs, your own city, your own neighborhood, your own hometown is filled with stories waiting to be documented. The streets you know so well are changing every single day, whether you like it or not. You have the obligation. Who else but us as photographers will do this? This photographer who took this photograph had no idea that in 100 years after he clicked the shutter, we would be discussing his work in a YouTube video. I believe that every photographer has an obligation not just to create beautiful images, but to preserve the place they call home. 50 or 100 years from now, someone will look at your photographs to understand what life was really like in that particular community. Grab your camera, walk your street, photograph the people, the building, the park, the storefronts, the celebration, and even quiet moments that most people overlook. Because one day those photographs won't just be pictures, they'll be history. Remember, take a photograph, or 30, or 50, or 100, print them. Print them. You can send them any way you want. I'm not going to plug a particular online photo printer. I print my own, but that's different. I do it. This is my business. All right. Send them to the Library of Congress. They accept donations every single day. They get photographs for the archival collection. And send them to your local library. They accept them. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you listening, because it's very important what we do. We preserve history. Have a great day.